Microtubules are built from small, peanut-shaped proteins called tubulin. Each tubulin protein can switch between at least two different shapes, driven by the location of tiny quantum particles within it, known as electrons. According to the theory developed by Penrose and Hameroff, orchestrated objective reduction, or Orch OR, these tubulin proteins can enter a quantum superposition, existing in both shapes at once. Furthermore, they propose that these individual superpositions can link up, becoming quantumly entangled with their neighbors along the microtubule. This would create a large coherent quantum state, a form of quantum computation, unfolding within the very skeleton of the neuron, shielded from the noisy cellular environment. This is a radical reimagining of cellular biology. It elevates the microtubule from a passive structural element to the active computational core of the neuron. Instead of the neuron being a simple switch, it becomes a quantum computer running complex calculations inside its own internal framework. Each neuron, in this view, is vastly more powerful than a simple bit in a digital computer. The brain is not just a network of 86 billion switches, but a network of 86 billion quantum processors, each containing countless quantum bits. This provides the necessary biological hardware for Penrose's non-computable process, setting the stage for the most crucial element of the theory, the role of gravity. Having proposed a location for quantum computation, the microtubules, Orch OR needed a mechanism to connect this computation to conscious experience. This is where Penrose's core idea about quantum gravity comes into play. In standard quantum mechanics, the collapse of a superposition into a definite state is a major puzzle. It seems to happen whenever a quantum system is measured or observed, but what constitutes a measurement is not clearly defined. Penrose offers a radical solution. A measurement is not needed. Instead, gravity itself resolves the ambiguity. This proposed mechanism is called objective reduction, or OR, because it is an objective observer-independent process. The theory links quantum mechanics to Einstein's general relativity. According to Einstein, mass and energy curve the fabric of space-time. This curvature is what we feel as gravity. Penrose argues that when a particle is in a superposition of being in two places at once, it creates two slightly different curvatures in space-time. For a brief moment, space-time itself is in a superposition, a tiny blister of ambiguity. He posits that the universe does not tolerate this state of affairs for long. This separation of space-time from itself creates a gravitational self-energy, a kind of instability. When this energy reaches a critical threshold, the system becomes unstable and spontaneously collapses into one single definite state, with no measurement required. This leads to a beautiful and simple equation. Tau equals h bar divided by Eg. Here, tau is the time it takes for the superposition to collapse on its own. H bar is the reduced Planck constant, a fundamental number in quantum mechanics, and Eg is the gravitational self-energy of the superposition, a measure of how much the two separated versions of the mass particle are pulling space-time apart. The equation shows that the lifetime of a superposition is inversely proportional to its gravitational energy. A larger, more spread-out superposition with a higher Eg will collapse faster. A smaller, more compact one will last longer. This provides a physical, non-random clock for the universe's state selection process. This is the heart of the physical claim. It proposes a new law of nature that bridges the gap between the quantum world and the world of gravity. It asserts that there is a specific calculable timescale for the collapse of any given superposition determined by its mass distribution. This isn't just a philosophical interpretation, it's a concrete physical hypothesis. If true, it means that gravity, the force that shapes galaxies and orbits, also plays a fundamental role in shaping reality at the smallest scales. And according to Orch OR, it is this very process, happening over and over inside our brains, that creates the flow of our conscious thoughts.